Okay.
What I wanted to say.
Okay, now Ashutosh wants to respond to you. He's waiting. First of all, if he has said so, then I'm quite shocked at this language. If he says so-and-so party use or support pimps, if this language has been used, it is unforgivable language. I personally cannot believe somebody can use that kind of language. If that language has been used, it demeans the nature of our
newspapers.
Well, I don't know. I think it's terrible. I did know, however, Ashutosh, I see your hand go up. I'll tell you what. I did know that Somnath Bharti has been quoted as saying, I have received a lot of complaints from women in this locality against foreign nationals. ये हम और आपके जैसे नहीं हैं. ये, referring to women from another nationality, are not like you and me. This smacks of racist prejudice. Smacks of it. Now that kind of racist prejudice might find an applause in certain prejudiced corners. But I can tell you, language like that and language of the kind that Mr. Tripathi has just quoted, if used, Ashutosh, you will not support it. I'm sure you won't support it.
अर्नब, बहुत लंबा चौड़ा भाषण आपके तमाम वक्ताओं ने दिया है. They have spoken a lot. Mr. Shameful, किसने बोला है? सिद्धार्थनाथ सिंह. He has talked about shameful, protecting an unlawful. I want to remind to Mr. Siddharthnath Singh, has he forgotten the name of Mr. Babulal Bukharia, who has been convicted by the court for not only unlawful, but as a criminal? And he continues to be minister.
Are you trying to move away? Are you trying to move away? Are we discussing what you said?
Ashutosh ji, the debate is on your action, what you are doing, and go back into the proper. There is a judgment. There is a high court which has quashed it.
No,
Mr. Bukharia. So have your facts right.
No. 1 second. I'm only making a request. No, Ashutosh.
I do know. I don't go wrong on my facts.
Ashutosh, all I'm saying is debate the subject.
Let me tell you.
Oh, you have gone, Mr. Ashutosh, you have gone wrong on your facts on a number of occasions. So let's stop it.
Siddharth, let him complete his point. Let him complete his point. Okay, Siddharth,
I will challenge you on each and everything.
Siddharth, you let him, I am coming in. Siddharth, you let him complete his point. Now, Ashutosh, one point I want to make to you. This is about what is happening in Delhi. We are worried, Ashutosh, 5 days before Republic Day. 5 days before Republic Day, a precipitous situation of constitutional crisis, a chief minister declares himself an anarchist. That is I personally would like to tell you, I have asked the question on Babubhai Bukharia many times. And I have asked questions, but that's a debate on corruption. I am asking a question today on this whole lawlessness, anarchy, and I request you, Ashutosh, stay focused on that.
And the
chaos
they have created.
I hope you will allow me to speak. I hope you will allow me to speak. It's 1 versus 7. I'm alone. There are 5 people in the studio attacking me, including you, and you are not giving me time to respond.
But you have done everything wrong.
Talking about that Arvind Kejriwal is protecting an unlawful act of a law minister. I just wanted to remind him that his great leader Narendra Modi has been continuing with a minister who has been convicted by the court for 45 days. A convicted minister remained a minister, and Siddharthnath Singh wants to give his sermons on the morality?
So you are I don't understand.
Ashutosh, everything doesn't go back to Gujarat. There is a debate which is happening of Delhi.
Open
what
debate
is happening in Delhi? So please focus on your...
Watch it. Ashutosh,
Bharti,
Ashutosh, I have just been informed. I want to ask you, Ashutosh. Ashutosh, 1 minute. Siddharth, 1 minute. So Siddharth, 1 minute. Siddharth, I want to say this to you. Ashutosh, my question to you. I have known you for some time, and I have known you to be a person. I have known you to be a person of impeccable language and personal decency. Right? I will say this to you. I disagree so much with you today, but I will say again, I have known you to be a person. Even Siddharth will say this today. And those who have known you as a person will say, there is something called personal decency. No, we can totally disagree with you, but nobody questions. Now, I have heard, and I'm not sure of this, Ashutosh, but I have heard that your law minister has also said something like, I will spit, and I'm not naming 2 people, I will spit. He names 1 lawyer, one top lawyer, and he names one politician. Not only has he said, used that pimp phrase, but he has also said, I will spit on this lawyer and I will spit on that politician. I'm asking you today, Ashutosh, I'm asking you, is this the way a minister speaks? You support that?
Yes.
You support that?
Arnab, you have raised a very valid question.
No, let him reply. I have asked him a question.
Let me come on record. Listen to me. Let me come on record. Forget about Somnath Bharti. If any member of the Aam Aadmi Party is indulging into indecent language, he will be taken to task. That is a word
I'm glad you've said that.
That is a word I'm speaking on behalf of my leadership.
I'm glad you've said that.
I'm speaking on behalf of Arvind Kejriwal. If anybody indulges into indecent behavior, is using an abusive language,
please
he
read
will
what
be taken to
Bharti
task.
and take action.
DP Tripathi.
But listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want to listen sermons from Mr. DP Tripathi.
What the DP Tripathi and Ashutosh?
He's talking about political morality. Mr. DP Tripathi has forgotten Ajit Pawar.
I don't.
The language which he used. No, Mr. DP Tripathi, have you forgotten about Ajit Pawar? The language which he used. So did we defend that language? Have you forgotten that?
He withdrew. He apologized immediately. As Bharti apologized, please don't take the name of Ajit Pawar that talks the full truth. The full truth is that he had to apologize. Has Bharti apologized for his language?
Doesn't want to learn sermons.
Don't give sermons. Please ask Bharti to apologize.
You're talking about sharp. What about the
political morality? I told you what political morality Kejriwal has. Right to the Congress party, please withdraw your support. If you have any political courage, kindly do this. Please kindly do this. Who stops Kejriwal from writing this? Write one sentence to Congress party. Please withdraw your support.
Mr. Tripathi,
but he has no guts. He has no guts to do so. I'm telling you, he only wants to sit on dharna, cheap publicity. That's all your party is made of.
One second.
Mr. Tripathi, let me remind you, a very respected channel called ABP News has floated a question throughout the day. Are you supporting Arvind Kejriwal's dharna? 82% supported Arvind Kejriwal.
So if somebody says
82% supported
suppose somebody says I say this to you. I say this to you, Ashutosh. I say this to you. I say this to you. I say this to you, Ashutosh. Ashutosh, I say this to you. If today somebody runs a poll, 1 minute. If today somebody runs a poll, that do you support? 1 minute, please. I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question to Ashutosh, Mr. Tripathi. I'm asking Ashutosh this, and I'm going to take a very short break. And I'm asking Ashutosh, and I'm challenging him today, that Ashutosh, if somebody says today, yes, 82% of people say, okay, use the word pimps. 82% of people say, yes, say I'll spit on that political party. 82% of people say, yes, be an anarchist. Then will Ashutosh come and say, yes, it's time to spit on people, call people pimps and be anarchists? Come on, Ashutosh, don't take populism that far. Don't take populism that far. Don't take it that far.
Unfortunately, that shows, Arnab, unfortunately, that shows your disrespect for the common man in the
I am so sorry. You do not, Ashutosh, you do not have a copyright on the common man. You do not have a patent on the common man, Ashutosh. Ashutosh, I say this. Ashutosh, today.
Arnab, this arrogance was never expected of Mr. Ashutosh.
Ridicule.
This kind of arrogance I never expected.
That is why a few people in the Constituent Assembly, they talked about that India is an illiterate country.
Now I'll tell you, Ashutosh, before, 1 minute, Ashutosh, on the 25th of December 1949, don't tell me about the Constituent Assembly. Consider tonight, Ashutosh, and I'm taking a break. I challenge you today. You find out what Baba B.R. Ambedkar said about unconstitutional methods of achieving economic and social objectives. Go back and you can Google search it, 25th of December 1949, and he said, and I quote, when there was no way left for constitutional methods for achieving economic and social objectives, there was a great deal of justification for unconstitutional methods. He remarked that such methods in the context of availability of constitutional methods, quote, are nothing but the grammar of anarchy, and sooner they are abandoned, the better for us. There is an inquiry in process. You do this on the streets of Delhi. You say I'm an anarchist, let there be a constitutional crisis before a Republic Day. Then Ashutosh, I'll take your answer on the other side of the break. I have to take a break. Then I say, Ashutosh, you are subverting the idea of democracy that B.R. Ambedkar once spoke about. I'll be back on the other side.